we are going to start Gupta's period, that is political history. In the last two videos, we discussed Gupta's age, sources for the Gupta's age. That means how the sources are useful to reconstruct the Gupta's period. That has been completed. One is archaeological sources, another one is literary sources. After the archaeological sources and the literary sources, we also completed origin of the Guptas. Origin of the Guptas, Gupta and the name of this Gupta, they might be belongs to the Vaishya clan. They might be belongs to the Vaishya clan. This you have to remember. And coming to the point of the political history of Guptas. In the political history, we need to concentrate on the kings, that is chronology of the kings. First king Sri Gupta. Sri Gupta, he ruled from 260 to 280, around this period. After the Sri Gupta, Ghatotkacha Gupta. He ruled from 280 to 320. After the Ghatotkacha, he did not have Gupta title. After the Ghatotkacha, 280 to 320. After the Ghatotkacha, Chandragupta I. He ruled from 320 to 335 AD. And after the Chandragupta I, Samudragupta, he ruled from 335 to 380. After the Samudragupta, Ramagupta, he ruled from 380 to 385. After the Ramagupta, again Chandragupta II, he was also called as Vikramaditya Chandragupta, 385 to 414. After the Chandragupta Vikramaditya, Kumaragupta I, he ruled from 414 to 454. After the Kumaragupta I, Skandagupta, he ruled from 454 to 467. So after this Skandagupta started the decline of Guptas. Last Gupta ruler, Vishnugupta. He was a last king, Vishnugupta. So this is chronology of the Gupta Empire. So we will discuss one by one. We will discuss one by one. First, Sri Gupta. Sri Gupta, he was founder of the Gupta Empire. Almost 260 to 280 he ruled this period. Sri Gupta, he ruled a petty kingdom, not great kingdom. He was king of a petty kingdom. That means a small kingdom. He was king of a small kingdom, and he used the title Maharaja. But he did not use the title Maharajadiraja. But he used only one title called Maharaja. And about Sri Gupta, there are some evidences like a Chinese traveler, Yiching. Chinese traveler Yiching, he gave accounts about the Gupta's period. Chinese traveler Yiching, he wrote about the Sri Gupta, mentioned as Chalikita Maharaja. Sri Gupta mentioned as a Chalikita Maharaja in the Yiching writings. Yiching, he visited India during the time of the 672 to 698, this period. That period, India was under the control of the Kanauj ruler Yasovarman. Period. He was king of the Kanauj. After the Harshavardhana, Kannauj became big center in India. Okay, Iching, he came to India in 672 to 698. And Chalikita Maharaja, he called Sri Gupta as a Chalikita Maharaja. He came to India during the time of the Yasovarman period. He composed a dictionary in the Chinese language. Iching, he composed a dictionary in the Chinese language. That you have to remember. According to the Iching, Sri Gupta, he donated villages to the Buddhist monks. Sri Gupta, he donated some villages. He donated villages to the Buddhist monks. He also constructed a temple at Murugasikara. Murugasikara temple was constructed by the Sri Gupta. This Murugasikara temple was donated to the Buddhist monks. This temple was donated to the Buddhist monks. And according to Prabhavati Gupta, she issued copper plate inscription, Pune copper plate inscription. This Pune copper plate inscription speaks about Sri Gupta was the founder of Gupta kingdom. Sri Gupta was the founder of the Gupta kingdom according to the Prabhavati Gupta's Pune copper plates. Prabhavati Gupta's Pune copper plates. That speaks about Sri Gupta was the founder of Gupta Empire. Next after the Sri Gupta, his son Ghatotkacha, he came to the throne. After the Sri Gupta, Ghatotkacha came to the throne. Ghatotkacha, he did not have the ending Gupta. That was a doubt of historians. Historians, they expressed doubt, something controversy of Ghatotkacha. He might be ruled from 280 to 320, 40 years he ruled. But he did not have ending Gupta. So based on this, many historians, they opinion that all are not belongs to the Gupta, but Ghatotkacha, he was not wearing the Gupta. That's why they might not be Vaisya clan. They might not belong to the Vaisya clan. That was expressed by somebody. Ghatotkacha Gupta, he was son of Sri Gupta. He called Ghatotkacha Gupta, also called as Maharaja, but he did not wear the title Maharaja Raja. He bore the title only Maharaja. But the first two rulers, that is Sri Gupta and Ghatotkacha Gupta. Ghatotkacha Gupta, Sri Gupta, these two people, they took the title only Maharaja. That you have to remember. They did not have the title Maharaja Raja. Next, his son, Ghatotkacha Gupta's son, Chandragupta I. Son of Ghatotkacha Gupta. Chandragupta I married Lichavi princess. Ghatotkacha, he made Chandragupta I marriage with Lichavi princess Kumaradevi. That was happened. Next after the Ghatotkacha, next ruler was Chandragupta I. He ruled from 320 to 335. Chandragupta I. 320 to 335. Chandragupta I, he was founder of the Gupta Empire. Whereas Sri Gupta was founder of the Gupta kingdom, but Chandragupta was a founder of the Gupta empire. He was an empire builder. That you have to remember. Sri Gupta, he was founder of the Gupta kingdom only. And Chandragupta, he was founder of the Gupta empire. Chandragupta I in 319 AD or 320 AD, he started Gupta era. That is Gupta Seka. Gupta era was started by the Chandragupta I in 319 AD or 320 AD. He was the first ruler. Chandragupta I was the first ruler who bore the title Maharajadhiraja. He bore the title Maharajadhiraja. He was the first Gupta ruler who bore the title Maharajadhiraja. That means he was a real founder of the Gupta empire. He was a real founder of the Gupta empire. He ruled from Pataliputra. Pataliputra was a capital of the Guptas. Pataliputra, it was capital of the Guptas. During that, since from the time of the Chandragupta I period. Yes. Sri Gupta ruled from Pataliputra. He ruled from the Pataliputra, and Sri Gupta, whenever he started his kingdom in 319 or 320 AD, he coronated. The coronation of Sri Gupta mentioned in the Vajjika's Kaumudi Mahotsavam. Vajjika wrote a book called Kaumudi Mahotsavam. This Kaumudi Mahotsavam book speaks about coronation of the Chandragupta I. Chandragupta I, he married Kumaradevi. Chandragupta I married Kumaradevi. She was a Lichavi princess. Lichavis were the tribals of that area. Lichavis were the tribals. They lived in Vaisali area, that is very near to the Pataliputra. Lichavis were very famous tribals. They lived very near to the Nepal area. And Lichavis, if they maintain matrimonial relation with any ruler, they would give complete help to that ruler for the extension of the empire. So that's why Chandragupta I, he selected princess to marry from the Lichavi clan. That's why he extended his kingdom towards the Nepal. Which strengthened his position and took advantage of the Gangetic Valley. After that, he took advantage towards the Gangetic Valley, advanced towards the Gangetic Valley, and also he issued coins. Chandragupta I issued coins. He was the first Indian ruler who issued coins, that is gold coins. And he was first Gupta ruler, started to issue gold coins. He was first Gupta ruler, started to issue the gold coins. Gold coins are called as Suvarnas of that period. Suvarnas. He struck his image and also his wife image on the coins. That means he issued his coins on the name of his wife also. On the coins he wrote that Maharajadhiraja. That means great king. Maharajadhiraja means king of kings, great kings. Maharajadhiraja. Mehroli pillar inscription mentioned the victories of Chandragupta I. His grandson, Chandragupta I grandson, that is Samudragupta's son, Chandragupta II. Chandragupta II issued Mehroli inscription. That Mehroli inscription speaks about Chandragupta I victories also. Like this, Chandragupta I period, you have to remember he was founder of the Gupta empire. he was founder of the Gupta Empire. He started Gupta era in 319 or 320 AD. He ruled from Pataliputra. He married Lichavi princess Kumara Devi. After the marrying the Lichavi princess Kumar Devi, he started his extension towards the Nepal, and also he advanced towards the Gangetic Valley. His coronation mentioned in the Vajjika's Kaumudi Mahotshavam, and he was first Indian ruler. He was not only first Gupta ruler, but also first Indian ruler who started Indian monetary system, that is Gupta's monetary system. He issued gold coins during the time of the Gupta's period. He issued gold coins, that you have to remember. Gold coins of the Gupta's period are called as Suvarnas. After the death of the Chandragupta I, Samudragupta, he came to the throne. Samudragupta came to the throne. Samudragupta, he ruled from 335 to 380. Nearly he ruled 45 years. Samudragupta ruled 45 years. Samudragupta was a greatest king among all the Guptas. Greatest Gupta king. Greatest Gupta king, Samudragupta. But we are knowing that from other informations, we are knowing that Samudragupta, whenever he came to the throne, he might be killed one of his kinship, Kachagupta. Kachagupta might be the brother of the Samudragupta. Kachagupta might be the brother of Samudragupta, that is enemy. He killed Kachagupta and he came to the throne. This we are knowing from the different sources. And according to the Allahabad inscription and also Iran inscription of Samudragupta, this Iran inscription of Samudragupta speaks about Samudragupta was elected as a king even during the time of the Chandragupta I period. This you have to remember. Iran inscription mentioned that Samudragupta selected as a king by the minister council during the time of the Chandragupta I period. Selected means he was not eldest son. Selected means he was not eldest son, according to that information. He was ablest son, not eldest but ablest son. And he issued inscription that Samudragupta's Iran inscription mentioned him as a great conqueror. Great conqueror. He mentioned as a great conqueror. So according to this inscription, Samudragupta selected as a king. Iran inscription also mentioned his wife, Samudragupta's wife, Dutta Devi. Dutta Devi was Samudragupta's wife. Samudragupta defeated Atavika kings, that is forest kings, according to this inscription. He defeated forest kings according to this inscription. This was one inscription issued by the Samudragupta, and another inscription, coming to the point of the another inscription of Samudragupta, Allahabad inscription. I am rubbing all these things because Samudragupta topic is very huge topic to discuss. He is the most important ruler in the Indian history after the Asoka. After the Asoka, the most important ruler in the entire Indian history, next ruler Samudragupta, after the Samudragupta, next Harshavardhana. These three rulers of North India are great rulers. First Asoka, next Samudragupta, next Harshavardhana. Samudragupta, he also issued Allahabad inscription. Allahabad inscription. This Allahabad inscription was written by Harisena. Harisena wrote this inscription. Harisena, he was a minister of Samudragupta. What the ministry he led? Harisena, he was Sandhi Vigraha and army general. Sandhi Vigraha means Minister of External Affairs. He wrote this Allahabad inscription. Allahabad inscription, it contains 33 lines. The 33 lines of the Allahabad inscription, it speaks about victories of the Samudragupta. These 33 lines were wrote in the Sanskrit language. They were written in the Sanskrit language, used script as a Devanagari script. That script was the Devanagari script. Language was the Sanskrit language. Samudragupta, according to this inscription, Samudragupta, he defeated 100 kings. That is Satadipa Raja. King of 100 kings. Satadipa Raja, king of 100 kings. So this inscription, the Allahabad inscription, it has 4 sides. Suppose it has 4 sides. 3 sides of the Allahabad inscription contains Asoka's Dhamma Sutras. 3 faces or 3 sides. They have Asoka's Dhamma. And one side, 4th side, speaks about Samudragupta. 4th side speaks about Samudragupta's victories. After this, Jahangir also issued Farmana on the Allahabad inscription. So Allahabad inscription related to the 3 people. Allahabad inscription related to the 3 people. Those 3 people are Asoka, Samudragupta, and also Jahangir. Later period, this Allahabad inscription was shifted to Calcutta. Allahabad inscription was shifted to Calcutta by Alexander Cunningham. He shifted that to the Calcutta because to understand this inscription, for the understanding, for the reading of this inscription, he shifted that to the Calcutta. So many attempts were made to understand this inscription, Allahabad inscription. So once in the examination asked a question, which of the following ruler mentioned in the Allahabad inscription of Samudragupta? Maurya Chandragupta, Asoka, Chandragupta II, and also Kumaragupta. Like that they gave one question in the earlier UPSC examinations. Because TSPSC conducted very less number of examinations, we have much previous examinations UPSC, and also we have much previous examination question papers of the UPSC. You read them. Once you follow the question paper and you find out the questions, how they are giving the questions, understand the questions, and also you practice to answer. Practicing previous papers is most important than any preparation. Okay, coming to the point of the, according to Allahabad inscription, his conquest of Samudragupta were divided into 5 types. They are divided into 5 types. The first one, North Indian kingdoms. He defeated North Indian kingdoms. These North Indian kingdoms were the 9. 9 North Indian kingdoms were defeated by the Samudragupta. And also Aryavarta kingdoms, 8 Aryavarta kingdoms. Aryavarta kingdoms were the 8. Initially 8 Aryavarta kingdoms were defeated. In the second time again North India, he invaded on the North India, that is 9 kings were defeated. Among this, some important rulers of this Ahitchitra kingdom was ruled by the Achyutanaga. Ahitchitra ruler Achyutanaga and Sravasti ruler, Sravasti king, Sravasti area was Kota dynasty, ruled by the Kota dynasty in the Sravasti. Mathura Nagasena, Mathura Nagasena, and Gwalior area was under the Ganapati Naga. Like this, all these North Indian kingdoms were defeated by the Samudragupta. Ahitchitra Achyutanaga, Sravasti Kota dynasty, Mathura Nagasena, and Gwalior ruler Ganapati Naga. All these were defeated by the Samudragupta. These kingdoms, he defeated these kingdoms. Second time also invaded. Originally, whenever he was going to invade, he used to defeat the Alis. 9 Ali kingdoms were defeated. So all these were defeated in the Battle of Kosambi. All are defeated in the Battle of Kosambi. To occupy these kingdoms, he used the policy of violent extermination. Very violent policy. He followed the very violent policy all the peoples were completely eliminated, exterminated, and he completely occupied the kingdoms. That means he did not given kingdoms to them as a feudals. He completely occupied. This was the first policy. And other policies, there are some other policies. Second policy, following to the point of the second policy of the Samudragupta. The kingdom of Northwest. Second, Northwest kingdom. He occupied the Northwest kingdoms. To occupy these Northwest kingdoms, he used the policy of deputing the people in the service of emperors. Deputing the people in the service of emperors. So they will be in the service of the emperors. That was the second northwestern area. And third one was South Indian kingdoms. Third, he occupied the South Indian kingdoms. There were 12 South Indian kingdoms defeated by the 12 South Indian kingdoms were defeated by the Samudragupta. So during the Samudragupta's period, he also mentioned all the 12 rulers between Mahanadi to Kaveri river. River Mahanadi to the Kaveri river. Between these two rivers, he defeated 12 South Indian rulers. These 12 South Indian rulers, he followed the policy of captured, liberated, and reinstigated. Some areas were captured, some areas were liberated, some areas were reinstigated. The people liberated and reinstigated were the feudals of the Samudragupta. These were the feudals of Samudragupta. So like this, Samudragupta, he started the kingdoms to occupy the South Indian kingdoms. And now we will see what are the South Indian kingdoms were occupied by the Samudragupta. Samudragupta, he defeated 12 South Indian kingdoms. All these 12 South Indian kingdoms are
Kosala kingdom, which was ruled by the Mahendra. Kosala kingdom ruled by the Mahendra. It was in the Bilaspur district of Bilaspur, Raichur and Sambalpur, that area. Mahakantara, Vyagraraja, Mahakantara area, this is the name of the area and this is the name of the king. This Vyagraraja, he ruled Jayapur area in Odisha, that is also called as Orissa. And Kurala kingdom was ruled by the Muntaraja, that was in the Madhya Pradesh, Chanda area of Madhya Pradesh. In Telangana movement, there is a Chanda railway scheme. During the time of the Nizam period, there was a Chanda railway scheme. That is up to Chandapuram. Actually, Chandapuram. Girikottura area was ruled by the Swami Datta. He was Visakha district, Andhra Pradesh, Visakha district. And Pitapuram area, this is also East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. Mahendra was the ruler, Pitapuram Mahendra. So he was also defeated by the Samudragupta. Next, Yarandavalli area was under the Dhamana ruler. Yarandavalli is also, it comes under the Kandes, but it is on the Andhra Pradesh area. Another below the Andhra Pradesh area, that is Kanchi in Tamil Nadu. Vishnugopa, Kanchi ruler Vishnugopa was also defeated by the Samudragupta. His capital was Kanchi. Next especially in the Andhra Pradesh, that is Vengi kingdom. West Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, Vengi kingdom, Hastivarma of the Vengi kingdom. He ruled from Pitapuram area. Next to Avamukta. This area was under the control of the Nila Raja. Avamukta was under the control of the Nila Raja. It was a small kingdom between Kanchi and Vengi, between the Pallavas and Vengi kingdoms. 10th one, Palakkan area. This Palakkan area was under the control of the Ugrasena, that is Nellore district of Pulikat area. This was also defeated by the Samudragupta. Next to 11th, Devarashtra. Devarashtra area was under the control of the Kubera. He ruled Yalamanchili area. Yalamanchili comes under the Visakha district. Last one, Kustalapuram king was Dhanunjaya. He ruled Arcot district of Karnataka. So these 12 South Indian kingdoms were defeated by the Samudragupta. Samudragupta followed these 12 South Indian kingdoms to occupy this. He followed the policy of liberation and kingdom for the occupation of the South Indian kingdoms. He followed the policy of captured, liberated and reinstigated. This policy was followed. Among all these things, AP, in the AP, Hastivarma was biggest ruler of this period. The greatest king of 12 was Vishnugopa. He was Kanchi ruler Vishnugopa. He was the greatest king among the 12 kingdoms. AP Andhra Pradesh king Hastivarma, Salankayana king Hastivarma, he was a Vengi king Hastivarma. He was Salankayana king, mentioned in the Allahabad inscription. Sankaram Vishakhapatnam, Samudragupta mentioned in his inscription. Sankaram was also mentioned in his inscription in the Visakha district. That was also a small kingdom. Last kingdom in the South India, Kanchi. Kanchi was the last kingdom in South India, the last extended kingdom. Geographically it was the last kingdom. The kingdoms which were occupied to the South Indian kingdoms. Some kingdoms, those who are
those who are accepted to pay tribute, they were liberated. They were liberated. That means so they can rule on their own. They can pay yearly tribute to the king. All the 12 South Indian kingdoms considered as Samudragupta's Dharma Vijaya. The capture of these 12 South Indian kingdoms are called as Dharma Vijaya. Along with this 12 South Indian kingdoms, so next to fourth policy, coming to the fourth policy followed by the Samudragupta, that was fourth policy was border kingdoms. He occupied the border kingdoms. There are some border kingdoms. 5 border kingdoms. Border kingdoms are 5. 5 border kingdoms. 5. And Ganarajas, Republican states. Ganarajas are 9. Border kingdoms are 5. Ganarajas are 9. So coming to the point of the 5 border kingdoms. Yes, 5 border kingdoms. Coming to the point of the 5 border kingdoms, they are Samatata, that is East Bengal, Devaka, Assam area, Kamarupa, that was Assam area, Nepala, Nepal, Kartipura, it was Kashmir area. All these 5 border kingdoms at least were defeated. After the border kingdoms, Ganarajas, that is Republican kingdoms. These Republican kingdoms were mentioned in the Iran inscription of Samudragupta. According to that Iran inscription of Samudragupta, 9 Ganarajas, Arjuna Nayanars, Malwas, Yudehas, Madrakas, Abhiras, Virisakas, and Samankas, Karpirikas, Prajunas. These 9 were the border kingdoms. He followed the policy, that is collection of the taxes among all these rulers. Collection of the taxes. Imposed taxes to collect all these kingdoms. That was the 5th policy which was imposed by the Samudragupta. So Samudragupta, like this, he defeated 100 kings. Finally, he was called as a king of 100 kings. He became greatest king of the all Gupta rulers. And the fifth one is 18 forest kings. He defeated 18 forest kings in the 5th. 18 forest kings, they were also called as Atavika Rajas. They ruled Vindhya region. These people, they ruled Vindhya region. Ghazipur in UP, Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh, Ghazipur in UP, Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. These areas, during these areas, they ruled these areas during the time of the Gupta's period. All these were defeated and they reduced to the slaves. These were Atavika rulers became slaves. They reduced to the slaves. Like this, he followed different policies to occupy different areas. For example, first North Indian kingdoms. First policy of the North Indian kingdoms. 9 North Indian kingdoms. Followed here, the policy was violent extermination. For the 9 North Indian rulers. Second policy, Northwest kingdoms. For the occupation of the Northwest kingdoms, he followed the policy of deputing the people in the service of the emperor. Deputing the people in the service of emperor. That was second policy. Coming to the point of the third policy, South Indian kingdoms. 12 South Indian kingdoms. South Indian kingdoms were 12. This, for the
occupation of the South Indian kingdoms, he followed the policy of captured, liberated and reinstigated. This policy was followed by the Samudragupta for occupying all these 12 South Indian kingdoms. Next to fourth policy, border states and Ganarajas. Fourth one is border states and Ganarajas. He followed policy of imposing taxes on this. These are the policies followed by the Samudragupta. First policy, North Indian kingdoms, violent extermination. Second policy, Northwestern kingdoms, deputing the people in the service of the emperor. South Indian kingdoms, 12 South Indian kingdoms, he followed captured, liberated and reinstigated. And fourth one is border states and Ganarajas, he imposed taxes. Fifth one is 18 forest kings, he reduced the slave. These 5 policies were followed by the Samudragupta in the 5 different areas. So like this, he followed different policies in different areas, annexation of the kingdoms. Along with this, he also defeated foreign kings. He also defeated the foreign kings like Kushanas. He defeated Kushanas of Afghanistan. Sakas. He also defeated Sakas of Saurashtra. And he also defeated Meghavarma of Ceylon ruler Meghavarma. He also defeated Malwa, Malaya, Java, Sumatra areas of Indonesia. All these areas. So after these conquests and victories, Samudragupta, he performed Ashwamedha Yaga. After the completion of these victories. Whenever a king completed his Digvijayas, that is Dharma Vijayas or victories, he would perform the Ashwamedha Yaga to know the extension of his kingdom. And he also issued coins on the name of the Ashwa. He was a great general, great conqueror and great army chief. That's why he was called as Indian Napoleon. Samudragupta called as Indian Napoleon. This title was given by V.S. Smith. V.S. Smith was foreign writer who wrote Indian history. V.S. Smith, he wrote Indian history. He wrote about the ancient Indian people and he compared ancient Indian people with the modern Europeans. Samudragupta created a big empire and assumed the title Maharajadiraja and Vikramanka. He assumed the title Maharajadiraja and Vikramanka. He issued six types of coins. He issued the 6 types of the coins. First is Veena type coins. Like he was playing Veena. He struck his image like he was playing Veena. And second one is Ashwa type of the coins. So based on this first coins, Veena type of the coins, we can consider that he was very good Veena player. He was expert in the playing Veena. Second, he issued Ashwa type of the coins. When he performed Ashwamedha Yaga, he issued that Ashwa type of the coins. And the third one is feeding peacocks, giving food to the peacocks. He gave food to the peacocks. That was another coin. And he also issued coin struck bow symbol. He struck the bow symbol, and he took hand axe. He, with his hand axe, he issued a coin with hand axe. And another one riding a big tiger. He was riding a big tiger. This coin was also riding on the big tiger. He sat on the tiger and he was in the riding. These coins were issued by the Samudragupta. He was a lover of the music, expert in the Veena player. He was titled as a Kavi Raja. He was also titled as Kavi Raja in the coins because he patronized more and more poets. He was a patron of the Buddhist scholar like Vasubandhu. Vasubandhu, Buddhist scholar, lived in the court of the, adorned in the court of the Samudragupta. V.S. Smith called him as Indian Napoleon. V.S. Smith called him as Indian Napoleon. And Rai Chowdhury called him as Mahapadmananda. Rai Chowdhury called him as Mahapadmananda. Mahapadmananda also defeated many kings. He killed many kings. That's why he compared with Mahapadmananda. R.C. Mazumdar, he said about the Samudragupta was a great hero and he was a good administrator. Great hero and a good administrator, according to the R.C. Mazumdar. Good administrator. And he was granted a permission to the Ceylon ruler Mahameghavarma. Ceylon ruler Mahameghavarma. He gave permission to the Ceylon ruler Mahameghavarma to construct Buddhist Vihara at Bodh Gaya. He also gave land for the Bodh Gaya, for the construction of the Buddhist Vihara at Bodh Gaya. This is called as Mahabodhi Vihara. This is what called as Mahabodhi Vihara. So by 385 AD, ended the rule of the Samudragupta. The great Gupta ruler Samudragupta ended his rule by 385 BC. This is about the political history. Half part of the political history we discussed up to the Samudragupta. In the next video, we will continue after the Samudragupta, that is Chandragupta II, Kumaragupta, and remaining other later Gupta rulers will discuss in the next video. Okay, good luck.